Hey, what's going on? SirBlackS97 here, back with another pack break. Today we've got a nice stack of mail and deck boxes, courtesy of a bunch of TCG player sellers. So, as per usual, we've got a lot of cards to get through. So, without further ado, let's go through the most favorite part of pack breaks, the roll call. Huge thanks, in no particular order, to YGO MTG California, Crystal Commerce, Kemp's Collectibles, Direct TCG Player, thanks Direct TCG Player, Core TCG, Limitless Games, Epic Cards and Games, Epic Gaming LLC, and Simply Unlucky Games. A lot of games and a lot of business names, but this is a trading card game we're collecting, so it makes sense. Without further ado, let's get into the card section, starting with a full playset of Scripton, or Scripton. Just a nice little easy Cyberse to summon. You banish a Cyberse from graveyard to special summon it from the hand. Works really well with Marincess and also just general Cyber stuff, as we are going to be redoing the deck once Cyberstorm Access releases. So very excited to have a playset of that. Some final copies of Marincess Sleepy Maiden and Marincess Crowntail. Definitely need to get just the final copies of these, so very happy to finally have those to fill out the playsets and the deck profile. Joining them will be 2 copies of Marincess Spring Girl. Actually, turns out I did have 2 copies of these in the binder before. Like, I found out right after I ordered them, so 2 more copies, not a problem. 2 of them will stay in the binder, 2 of them will jump into the deck, so at the end of the day, not a big deal. The final 2 copies of Marincess Dive, been searching for these for a while, so very happy to finally have the full playset of Dive. I'm a sucker for Link 3, so I had to pick up 2 copies of Marincess Coral Triangle, even though I only needed 1. I just like the art design on her, and I'm always a sucker for those kind of Link arrows. Ever since Decode Talker, anytime I see like middle up arrow and then the bottom 2 corner arrows, it's like, it has to be a good card. I have to get it. Final card we have today is not part of the Marincess deck for obvious reasons, as we'll see, but it's going into the Sword Soul deck because it's a really good Worm Synchro, Draco Berserker of the Tenyi. I've been searching for this one for quite some time as well, so finally got a good one. Definitely going to put it to good use in the Sword Soul deck. But speaking of decks and cards, I had to restock on some deck boxes. We got a couple of IP Masquerena ones and Albaz, so very much going to put these to work. As soon as this video ends, they're all going to get ripped open, and we'll start shoving in a bunch of cards and decks into them. So very excited to have those all arrive safely, as we have a ton of decks ready to build. That'll do it for today's pack break. We'll go over the roll call once more, just to shout out all of our sellers. YGO MTG California, Crystal Commerce, Kemp's Collectibles, Direct TCG Player, thanks Direct TCG Player, Core TCG, Limitless Games, Epic Cards and Games, Epic Gaming LLC, and Simply Unlucky Games. Woo! I haven't had a long list like that in quite some time, so hopefully I don't get too tongue-tied in the upcoming pack breaks, but until then, sleeve your cards. I'll see you guys next time.